So today I'm gonna tell y'all about this man. He was an older African American man. His name was Cook. During this time, I was inside of the STG unit called the Security Threat Unit. It's a program. It's a levels program for security threat people that are in gangs. And the thing about this dude is he was known to be, you know, you know what I mean. And they were telling me about how this dude, because at first this guy lived. The setup's like this: when you walk into the pod, you'll walk through the two crash doors. You'll have on your chains around your belly, chains around your feet, and your hands will be locked around your belly. You walk in front of you, you'll see the CO's picket, where the panel is at to open the doors. And then to your left is a set of stairs to walk upstairs. To your right is a set of stairs to walk upstairs. Below the right set of stairs is two sets of showers. Above that is two sets of showers. And if you go up, which my side where I lived, I was up on the left side. Up on the left side in room, at this point I was in room, say 36. And this dude Cook, he was like, to where at an angle I could see through my window and I could see into his cell from all the little bit of window that he had. They're just a lot small slivers of window towards the top, but you could always see him. And he was a older African American man. He was real thin. He had like a bald head, but then he had like a little colita, like little tail in the back. And this guy would always be talking trash, always be yelling out the doors and talking like not super good to people. And he would, everything that he said, it was on them, on them gay games, you know what I mean? And he would be over there at whenever, because the thing about the phase program, the levels unit, is that all you can do is work out, be on your vent talking to your neighbors. If you have a Sally, talk to your Sally. If not, you'd have to be at the window sign languaging and all that, But this dude, I'd stand at the window and like, I be doing my workout. I do my workout. I'd be walking laps in the cell, but every time I go, I see this dude at the window, always doing calf raises. He's always doing calf raises. I'm like, well, this dude's weird. I laugh, and at this point I had a celly. I'm like, this dude's always over there doing calf raises. He's always over there tripping. You know what I mean? And the guy, there was a guy that lived with him that was actually a little bit bigger than Cook. He was a younger male, light-skinned, bald-headed, and he lived with Cook. And they're like, yeah, that guy's a he/she, this and the next. They would be like, he's Cook's. That's Cook's woman. I laughed. I thought they were kidding, because you hear this dude, like sometimes he where the food slot pops open, like you could squat down there and talk through it sometimes for as long as the officer leaves it open. This dude would sit there and be singing into the pod, and that dude had skill. That young man had skill, and you just like, I didn't see how anybody would like allow somebody the size of Cook to do that to them. And I don't know, they claimed that Cook claimed Cook claimed that he had hands, that he would step on off in here and I'll make these balls slap against them butt cheeks. Step on off in here and I'll drain myself inside you. Like, he would say the weirdest, most gross things to a person. And he would never say face to face, but he said it while he's while he's walking to the shower, or he'll say it while he's walking back from the shower, or while he's walking to rec. Come on off in here, I'll smash them butt cheeks, youngster. Make these balls slap against your chin, and just all kinds of foul stuff, man. And people, you can't just talk to people that way in prison. So you got to kind of watch your mouth. He had no filter at all, but it was because he knew that they were only going to put certain people around him. So I was just talking to my partner one day, and they're all cooks over there doing calf raises. They popped his beanhole, and while he was doing calf raises, he was really keeping a lookout. He was keeping a lookout because he was having his Sally give him a blowjob. So that's how he was keeping a lookout. And he was calf raises, getting head. He's like, ah, dude, like this dude is doing calf raises and getting his dick sucked. That's crazy. That's crazy. So every time he's doing calf raises over there, that's what's happening. He's really keeping a watch out. He's keeping a lookout so he could keep an eye on the police, and that's what he's having his Sally do to him. And they're like, well, yeah, that's what he's having to do to him. And anyhow, I guess they shut the beanhole, and went out, and somebody yelled across the pod to Cook, "Hey, Cook, what you got going on over there, man? What you got going on over there, Cook?" "Oh, nothing. Send me a suit. And send me a shot of coffee. Nothing. Send me something. Mind your own business. And why don't you look out with something?" And finally, I guess his Sally, time passed, and I guess his Sally got tired of, being treated like a dumpster, and ended up moving to the cell that was not far down from us, so he was closer to us at rec time. And we talked, he was just a very weak person. Like he's a weak kid, very easy to take advantage of. And he was a bigger man. Wasn't a kid. He was a grown man. And so we asked, what's going on? Why'd you move? And oh no, well, and at this time there was this dude named Pete. He was supposed to have been a Mexican dude. He was kicking it with the Mexicans, but he wasn't like under their rules. He wasn't in this system. You got the little Mexican car that they're not following under the rules of where they're supposed to be under inside with the people that the Mexicans kick it with. So they end up trying to go outside of the rules and do their best to stay so low so they can keep their stuff that they do. Like if you're Mexican, you can't do that type of thing. You can't be that way. That's a no-go. That's an absolute green light. Agreed that you will get hurt. But this guy Pete, he was a bigger boy, and I guess he had a horn. We call horns, that's what we call them, horns, cuerno, and he had a cuerno, and I guess this other dude over there, Cook Sally, had a cuerno, and I guess they had exchanged numbers, and they were calling each other, texting each other, flirting or whatever. And Cook, I don't know how he's seen it, but he landed up getting into dude's phone and seeing that Pete was sending dick pics and flirting through him through the phone and telling him, "Oh, you don't gotta be getting used like that. If you're with me, I'll treat you right," and all this type of thing. So Cook waited for the guy, I guess, to come in from rec or whatever, however it worked out. Went in there and I don't know. I guess he grudge fucked the kid. He was like the kid. It was gross. The kid says, "Oh, yeah, he was fucking me so deep and so hard that I couldn't stand it no more. That it just hurt me so bad." So I ended up getting a move so I could talk to Pete. I was like, "Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's sick. That's sick." I was like, "Yeah, I know." But I loved him. I love Cook. I just the way he'd handle me sometimes hurt. I was like, wow, you would never even expect that from you. So anyhow, this guy moved, and we ended up getting a hold of Pete and telling him, "Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Essa? Like, go to rec. We need to talk to you, homie." And he was like, "All right, yeah, I'll go." And Pete was like a 5'7", 5'8", really fat cat with glasses, bald head, You know, I was like kind of like a weird laugh. It was weird, and you know, they claimed that the dude had massive hands. They claimed that the dude could absolutely fight. That's what the word on the block was. So he goes to Rec, and we tell him, hey, what's going on? You know, you messing around with that perrujo? Like a perrujo is like, you know, like a you know, gay ishi perrujo. And no, I ain't doing that. Who's saying that? No, I don't get down like that. I've been here for years. Y'all already know me. So I don't know you. I don't know you. We're in the levels unit. Maybe people on the yard know you, but we don't know you. Shit from Sonola. And so he turns around and he's like, hey, whoever's saying that, you know, let me know, and I'll handle it with the one-on-one. I'll handle it with him. So we couldn't really ever prove that he was doing it other than whatever that cat had said, that dude had said. Other than what he said, we couldn't really prove it, and we could never see into the phone, into the cuerno. So he turns around and, you know, he goes to his cell. We go back in, and I think it was the next day. They call, rec call, boom, take some out, shower call, and they start doing showers. Now, what they do is when you take your shower, they usually put like a black thing, hang it up over your window, like it's a magnet. They hang it up over so that you can't see people, so that people can't be masturbating and watching other dudes masturbate in the shower, and so you can't be like. So that you can have some type of privacy, I guess. And they forgot to put it on mine. They forgot to put it on my window. So, I look out there and just to see who's going to the shower. I'm not looking at the shower, but I look out there to see who's going to it. And sure enough, it's Pedro, Pete, him going to the shower on the top run. And then it's dude going to shower on the bottom run. Now, mind you, like I said, dude's light-skinned, bald, has glasses. He's walking down there to the shower, and sure enough, him and Peter, over there, he's blowing kisses at him, and then laughing, like he was joking, but I think he was dead ass serious, had to be, and that guy was behind his back, saying things with his hand and all this stuff, and then you just hear him get into the shower, and mind you, the showers echo. If you say something in the shower, it echoes into the pod, and especially if you're yelling it from the top shower to the bottom shower, the whole world can hear it. So he's all, hey, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? You left cook, huh? You left cook for daddy, and just joking, not joking, but joking. Weird way of joking, but he was joking. So I see this dude doing it, and sure enough, I hit the window. Boop, boop. So what's up, Esse? I told Pedro P, what's up, Esse? What's really going on, Holmes? I'm just kidding. Don't get all mad about it. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Calm down. Smart ass way of talking to people. But like I said, nobody could reach him. So he ends up getting to the pod, into not the pod, into the cell. Left the shower, went out. They took them both back to their cell. This dude ends up getting out of the cook's ex-Sally, the one that left him to talk to Pedro, to Pete. He left the unit. He landed up phasing up and getting out, or getting shipped, or something happened. I don't remember exactly what happened, but he left the unit. He was out. So now everybody's telling Pete, oh yeah, your girlfriend left. Oh, that wasn't my girl. F y'all. That wasn't my girl. And whatever, bro. Whatever. Things you said kind of flaky. You try to talk to this dude too much. You moved him on. You try to get him close to you. Your next move was getting him moved into the cell with you. That was your next play. But we can't prove it. But that's what we assume. Anyhow, so lands up that Cook lands up getting into trouble over there in the cell he was in. He got caught doing the same thing. He got caught. He moved this other skinny little cat in, skinny little African American kid. But this kid, everybody knew that this kid was homosexual. He moved him in there, and I guess that he landed up So he got in trouble, and he ended up getting moved from the top tier, which was level 3s, 4s, people that had already phased out of the dangerous levels. If you're on level 3, 4, you were like a yellow and a blue. You were more like they would take you to wreck without cuffs. They would take you to wreck, and let you be with more people in a group wreck. Well, they had put this cat off into the room with Cook, and Cook did the same thing to him. It happened. It went on for a while. I mean, they didn't move him fast, but and this cat says, yeah, he was raping me. He was making me choke on his dick, and he was just emptying himself inside of me. And he's all, I heard that Cook got AIDS, and he's all, now I probably got AIDS, and all these things. So he told on Cook, got removed, and got Cook sent to down the phase 1, level 1 phase tier below. And so sure enough, when you're on phase 1, level 1, you can't order coffee, you can't order canteen. It's just your hygiene, that's it. So you gotta talk to people and know people and buy packages off people, and then you gotta fish it into your room. Fishing is where you get the line, swing it onto your door, and then send it down the tier, and then people do the same thing onto their door and make your lines cross and connect and pull each other from, slide things from side to side, from room to room. And there was this vato named Lucky. He was a Mexican cat. He was up on the top tier, and he would hear him and some other of the Mexicans joking. They're like, "Hey, sing us a song, Cook. Sing us a song, yes sir. Sing us a song, and we want to send you a shot of coffee. Serenade us, and Cook, F you, suck my dick. Fuck you, suck my dick." But the thing is they're clowning him. They're clowning Cook. And Cook is so petty that he'll sing, and he'll do all kinds of stupid stuff for shots of coffee, and for whatever he needed. So Swift is on, nah, come sing us a song, Cook. And Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, or Billie Jean is not my lover, just a girl, claim that I am the one. Yeah, for real, this cat would go wild for coffee. And then sure enough, so that they could use this dude as a joking period, a laughing time, they send him send your car out here, Cook. Send your car out here. Send your car means throw your line, let's fish. Throw your car out here, and I'll send you some coffee. And then so you see one's car come off over the top tier and fall to the floor, and then boom, Cook's in his fishing out to catch lines, and now he attaches coffee and all that, gets him his coffee. So this kept happening. They would ask me, sing a song, do this thing. Cook always would say, suck my dick. Suck my dick. It's really so disrespectful and gross, man. It's just, people are so evil, man. And so what he was still at the end of it, he'd sing a song, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. You get it. And such a line out and laughing through the bed. And then Cook would drink it, and they'd be like, yeah, come on. Hey, guess what, Cook? Hey, Cook. Yelling through their vents. I put some of my ball hairs into that coffee. How did it taste? And Cook be like, hey, man, fuck you, man. You still taste the same, still did the job. You a bitch. Still did what you're supposed to do. You a bitch. And then they'd be at it the next day doing the same thing. And repeat. Same thing, repeat. This happened for months on end. Everything with that dude was just sick. He was sick. He was a vulture. He liked to go after them young men, and then he liked to hurt them and send them on their way. So that's just a lesson, That's a lesson in the story, Keep yourself out. Be aware. Don't put yourself in positions. Well, y'all, hope y'all like my story. As always, take care of yourself. Over and out.